If you own a butcher shop, don't hire vegetarians. To hire the right people, you have to let the wrong people go. Network marketing is the fastest growing business model in the world today. Just know that it's fear that keeps most people working at a job. The fear of not paying their bills. The fear of being fired. The fear of not having enough money. The fear of starting over. That's the price of studying to learn a profession or trade, and then working for money. Most people become a slave to money, and then get angry at their boss. The single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it is trained well, it can create enormous wealth in what seems to be an instant. Making money is a common sense. It's not rocket science. But unfortunately, when it comes to money, common sense is uncommon. Inside each of us is a David and a Goliath. By asking the question, how can I afford it? Your brain is put to work. Earning money has a way of increasing financial intelligence quickly. Most people try to get rich by being cheap, and the price for that is that you live cheap, and there is so much money out there. Why would you want to live cheap? There is a difference between being poor and being broke. Broke is temporary, and poor is eternal. Most people work all week to get to the weekend. A few work all weekend for years to get to freedom. When you hear that something can't be done, ignore that advice and push forward. The power of can't, the word can't, makes strong people weak, blinds people who can see, saddens happy people, turns brave people into cowards, robs a genius of their brilliance, causes rich people to think poorly, and limits the achievements of that great person living inside us all. If you must work for money, find a way to work and be happy. That is financial intelligence. Entrepreneurs don't finish when we are tired. We finish when we are done. Every successful person in life began by pursuing a passion, usually against all odds. Sales equals income. The reason so many people have low incomes is that they are poor at selling. If you want to be rich, think big, think differently. Broke is temporary, poor is eternal. Making mistakes isn't enough to become great. You must also admit the mistake, and then learn how to turn that mistake into an advantage. Be careful when you take on debt. If you take on debt personally, make sure it is small. If you take on large debt, make sure someone else is paying for it. People with low financial literacy standards are often unable to take their ideas and create assets out of them. How you earn your money and build your career is how you earn your destiny and build your legacy. It's easier to stand on the sidelines, criticize, and say why you shouldn't do something. The sidelines are crowded. Get in the game. Do today what you want for your tomorrows. Once a person gains experience and a good reputation, it takes less and less money to create bigger and bigger investments. Focus, follow one course until successful. Nice guys do not finish last. Last place is for the cowards and those too full of fear to take action. Take responsibility for your finances or get used to taking orders for the rest of your life. You're either a master of money or a slave to it. Your choice. Tomorrow is for losers and dreamers. To be a good detective, you must also think like a crook, an immoral, unethical, or unlawful person. Successful people don't fear failure, but understand that it's necessary to learn and grow from. Sight is what you see with your eyes, vision is what you see with your mind. One of the best skills of an entrepreneur is the ability to question. By asking new questions, new answers are found. When it comes to money, the only skill most people know is to work hard. Remember to dream big, think long-term, underachieve on a daily basis, and take baby steps. That is the key to long-term success. The world's not going to wait for you. If you have an idea, put some effort behind it and get it out there. We all have tremendous potential, and we all are blessed with gifts. Yet, the one thing that holds all of us back is some degree of self-doubt. It is not so much the lack of technical information that holds us back, but more the lack of self-confidence. A network marketing business is based upon the leaders pulling people up, while a traditional corporate or government business is based upon only promoting a few and keeping the masses of employees content with a steady paycheck. There are only two things you can invest: time, money. Of the two, time is more important. It is not how much you make that counts, but how much money you keep. A bad attitude, that the love of money is the root of all evil and the rich are evil and greedy and all that stuff. It's basically socialism and communism. Starting a business is like jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. In mid-air, the entrepreneur begins building a parachute and hopes it opens before hitting the ground. Sometimes we win, sometimes we learn. In school, you are given the lesson first. On the street, you're given the mistake first and then it's up to you to find the lesson, if you ever find it. One of the biggest defects in life is the inability to ask for help. You can either blame everybody else or you can take a look at yourself and determine where you can improve. One of the things I didn't like about school is that every time they told a story about a rich guy in school, he was an evil guy. Our school system is programming us to think the rich are greedy and evil. A successful business is created before there is a business. You choose the #life you live. If you don't like it, it's on you to change it because no one else is going to do it for you. Failure defeats losers, failure inspires winners. I know how to make money. That's what I know. Not too many people know that well. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The poor, the unsuccessful, the unhappy, the unhealthy are the ones who use the word tomorrow the most. Intelligence solves problems, produces money. Money without financial intelligence is money soon gone. Because students leave school without financial skills, millions of educated people pursue their profession successfully, but later find themselves struggling financially. People with leverage have dominance over people with less leverage. In other words, just as humans gained advantages over animals by creating leverage tools, similarly, humans who use these tools of leverage have more power over humans that do not. Saying it more simply, leverage is power. A problem with school is that you often become what you study. If you study, let's say cooking, you become a chef. If you study law, you become an attorney, and the study of auto mechanics makes you mechanics. The mistake in becoming what you study is that too many people forget to mind their own business. They spend their lives minding someone else's business and making that person rich. As long as you have more cash flowing in than flowing out, your investment is a good investment. Money is just an idea. Rich don't work for money. They work for assets.